Dawkins. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today we're looking at Otto Wallin versus Dominic Breazeale. Probably one of the most intriguing matchups of the weekend. Quite intriguing. It's going to be intriguing to see who comes out of this one the winner. Otto Wallin versus Dominic Breazeale. AJ defeated Breazeale in his first defense of his IBF title back in 2016. Joshua Beaton stopped the American in 7 rounds. And in 2019, what's that, 3 years later, Breazeale worked his way back up to become mandatory challenger. Okay, well that's kind of slim shady because that should have been Dillian White, who was fighting Deontay Wilder. Okay, anyway, Deontay Wilder took him out in 1 round. Later in that same year, Fury faced Wallin, and that's the fight we'll all remember when Fury got cut. Let's bring this up a little bit. Okay, so that's the fight where Fury got cut, and we thought it might put his clash with Deontay Wilder, the second fight, in jeopardy. People said he was coming back too fast after the plastic surgery. He needed plastic surgery to heal the cut. But as we see, we all know what happened in the second fight. Fury gave Deontay Wilder the whopping of his life. Gave him a hell of a whopping. But it was interesting because Otto Wallin versus Fury, Otto Wallin was taking it to Fury. And if he'd have persisted, had he persisted with the same tactics of going to the body, then the head, then one has to speculate that Wallin was in great position to beat Tyson Fury. But after he cut him, he rocked Fury, staggered him, and then he went headhunting. And that was the undoing of Otto Wallin. Very bad idea. Should have stuck to the game plan, and he was on course to beat Tyson Fury. After he cut him, he staggered him. Okay, so this is going to be one hell of an intriguing matchup between Wallin and Dominic Breazeale. It's going to be a tough one to pick. As Wallin with his previous opponent, Kaufman, he retired Kaufman. It's going to be tough to pick between Wallin and Breazeale. Which way will I edge? I would have to edge it to Wallin, I think, for overall boxing skill and acumen. I think I'm going to have to edge it to Wallin, but it's very, very close. And it's a very, very interesting fight. This is obviously the feature event, whatever they're calling it, under the Adrian Broner versus, what's that guy's name? Sanchez? Or is it Santiago? Broner versus Santiago. It's on the Broner versus Santiago card this weekend on Showtime. And news on that is that Adrian Broner, the fight has been changed to a welterweight, the welterweight limit of 147, so it's moved up. It's moved up a division. Broner was saying he was a changed man, but you have to wonder. Looks like he wasn't going to make the weight. So that's the news. It's the Otto Wallin versus Dominic Breazeale on the Broner Santiago card. What is your pick? Have your say. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And I'm out.